Good evening, everyone, and welcome to St. George's here in Middletown, Rhode Island, where the Salve Regina University Seahawks will be taking on the Nor'easters of the University of New England in a Colonial Hockey Conference matchup. Hello again, I am Andrew Pizzelli, bringing you the call here tonight. The Seahawks 5-16-2, 2-7-1 in the CHC. Meanwhile, the Nor'easters 14-6-1, 4-3-1 in the CHC. The Seahawks hanging on to the final playoff spot right now in the conference. They control their destiny, but they're going to have to try and get a split here this weekend at the least with UNE because they only play these two games. Becker, meanwhile, who is on their heels, plays 4 more games. And the Seahawks would love to get some distance between them. Senior night as well here for the Seahawks, and to explain more about that and to give us more about this matchup, I'd like to welcome into the broadcast now my good friend Ryan Costa. Ryan, how are we doing here tonight?
Oh, we're doing good here, Andrew. Senior night honoring Angela Augusta, Taylor Chisholm, and Jenny O'Connell pre-game. And O'Connell taking the net tonight in a big game, as you mentioned. Seahawks are fired up for this one, ready to go. And as you can hear the UNE bench, they are as well. Should be a highly contested game, and looking forward to what both teams can do out there tonight.
And we are underway. O'Connell, as you said, in net. No Seahawk goaltender has started more games than Jennifer O'Connell, getting the nod again here tonight. She'll be opposed by the sophomore from Tallinn, Connecticut. That's Julia Benjamin for the Nor'easters. Nor'easters with the puck in the Seahawks zone. A shot that goes wide, the glove of O'Connell in behind the net. Scoots out to the near side corner. Fantasia will drop along to Pearson. The Seahawks will look to clear it. And now Lexi Anderson going to thread it through center. Kylie Babcock can't control it. Back out to center ice. Taken for a moment by the Nor'easters. Hastings trying to carry it into the zone. Knifed away from Carolyn Prezioso. Backtracking now, Amanda Fantasia. Touch to Babcock over the line left side. Given away to Tatum Jettle. And now this one will angle all the way in on O'Connell, and she's going to cover it up with both Drinkwater and Jeetle closing in.
Yeah, so far, both teams just kind of poking the puck away from each other. Not a lot of passing lanes given up so far. And that puck is going to be contested all night.
Mary Kay Drinkwater will be on the draw against Maddie McCann. Seahawks will win it. Carrera behind the net, looking to swing it around the boards. Now able to play it into the corner. Hopped in the air, still in the Seahawks zone. Paddled out through center. Paige Stapleton trying to chase it down over the line left side. Puck ricochets into the corner. Jessica Tolzman trying to move it out for the Nor'easters. Now Elizabeth Walsh, near side corner. Double team comes there. LaPointe and McCann forcing the drop back pass and turned over to Rebecca Hastings at center ice of Salve Regina. Back across and fired in by LaPointe. Chasing after it is Taylor Chisholm. Left wing corner. Hastings trying to walk it up the board. Puck out to the point. Held by Fantasia. Drop down low. In behind the net now, Taylor Chisholm. Looking to skate it out to the right wing corner. Top of the circle. Swings it towards the net. Well wide. Bouncing left wing side now. Seahawks converge there, trying to keep it in. Puck caught in the skates. Now Chisholm down the slot, trying to square up the net. Now floats it towards the cage, and it hops into the glove of Julia Benjamin.
Yeah, for a moment there, Lexi Anderson lost track of the puck just high of the circle. She finds it at her feet, and a nice backhand pass over to Chisholm, who gets the first Seahawk shot off on the night, and they'll force a face-off to the glove side of Benjamin.
Michaela Anderson and Jessica Tolzman in on the draw. Make that Frechette. Loose puck in the corner. Anderson trying to move it up to the point. Tied up with 3 Nor'easters, and the puck will again roll in on the net. And Augusta with a little push after the whistle there. Knocking down Frechette. So Angela Augusta trying to leave her mark here on senior night.
Yeah, Augusta's just going hard to the net, and good things happen when you drive to the net. Sometimes a rebound and a quick poke in for an easy goal. So hopefully the Seahawks can continue that.
Paulskill trying to keep it in left side. She does so, lightly down the boards. now tied up, and the Nor'easters trying to skate it out, can't. Augusta peels it off the boards, trying to send it into the slot for Maggie Leonard. Picked off by the Nor'easters. That was Carly Perot. And now up the left-hand side and offside is Jesse Scott. Neutral zone draw with 17-18 to go in the first period. Prezioso to take it for the Seahawks, and she wins it over to Kimberly Dunn. Trying to hop it up the near side board. It's going to roll in the Nor'easter zone. Dropped into Nadeau. And then backhanded up the ice, turned over to Dunn. Again, banked off the boards. Indirect trying to find Babcock. Prezioso now trying to muscle up the near side boards right in front of the Nor'easters bench. Taken away by Mary Kay Drinkwater. Trying to thread the needle up the ice. Skating it in is Gito. Floating it towards the net, and that's blocked into the corner. Grabbed by Baucom. And she will walk in behind O'Connell. Pearson on the far side. Touching it out to center. Here comes Sydney LaPointe. Over the blue line left side. LaPointe hands off in the slot. Prezioso. Backhand shot is blocked. Follow-up shot goes wide of the cage. Tracked down by the Nor'easters in behind the net. Accardi picked off by Simon. Left along. Stapleton's drive is blocked. Loose puck in the corner. Into the left wing side. Stapleton trying to move it up to the point. And the Nor'easters get the clear. Wide there of LaPointe, taken by the Nor'easters. Mitchell now over the line left side, trying to snap it on the net. It goes off a Seahawk skate in and on O'Connell, and she'll freeze it.
Yeah, Mitchell just gained the zone there, tried to put a move on to lose the defender, but she also lost the puck as it just rolled right into the pad of O'Connell. She's able to cover up for the faceoff.
Offensive zone draw here for the Nor'easters. Katie Babineau on this draw, wins it up to the point. Played by Tolzman around the boards. Amanda Fantasia able to force it out to center for Lexi Anderson. Now darting over the line left side, waiting with a wrist shot, and a save made by Benjamin.
It's a solid breakout by the Seahawks. They're just trying to catch UNE a little off guard on the transition. They're able to get the shot off, and a solid attack there for the Seahawks.
Chisholm on the draw for Salve. Won by the Nor'easters. Back to Jenna Pitch. Out to the near side to Julian Sheehan. She navigates her way through center. Carries it over the line left side. Will pull up wide. Looking to play it into the corner. Taken by the Seahawks around the boards. All the way it comes to the point, though, to Perot. And she'll play it wide of the net into the left wing corner. Fantasia there once again for Salve. Able to skip it around the boards into the right wing corner. Seahawks trying to break the forecheck here of the Nor'easters. Fantasia again chased into the corner. Along the near side boards, near the half boards in front of the Seahawks bench. Turned over to the Nor'easters. And now ducking the shoulder left side is Kira Yu. Her shot is blocked. And now the Seahawks with some space can skate it out. Hastings trying to fire it in deep. It goes off of Alyssa Roof. And now they'll chase it into the corner. Sheehan trying to take it away from Michaela Anderson. Taken now by Alex Mitchell. Flipped out through center, given away to Kimberly Dunn. Able to fake her way around one player. Now Dunn will gain the zone right side. Trying to play it to Augusta. And that's deflected and carried out by the Nor'easters. Pearson knocked it away for a moment. It's sitting just over the blue line. And racing over was Pearson again to poke it now to Augusta, who will swing it around the boards in deep. Seahawks in the midst of a change. Maggie Leonard behind the net, 1-on-2, trying to get to it. Taken by the Nor'easters. Crashing in is Prezioso, forcing Drinkwater to reverse back to the far side. Drinkwater flips it end over end out to center. Leonard, though, able to muscle it back into the zone. And having to reset now is Shannon Nadeau. Fanned on and given away to Babcock right side. She'll swing it towards the net, looking for Baucom. That was tipped. Side of the cage. Babcock still trying to fight for it. Plays it towards the net, and it's covered up by Benjamin.
That was a great last sequence there by Babcock. She's alone on the forecheck, getting her stick in there, poking it away multiple times. She ends up with a decent opportunity right on the doorstep.
13:49 to go in the first period. No score. LaPointe drops it back off. Carrera lost it for a second. Is able to play it in deep, wide of LaPointe. Chasing after it as well is Stapleton. 4-person scrum, now 6-person as McCann comes into the fray left side. 6 people trapped in the corner with the puck. McCann trying to wedge it free and get it up to the point. And again, it's trapped in some skates left side. Stapleton and McCann both collide. Puck rolling in behind the net now. Puck trapped along the near side boards now. Like we're in a ruck in rugby. Puck finally free, taken by Crugnali. She's going to angle wide left side, pull up on Simon. Looking for a trailer, up to the point, shot towards the net, tip, saved by O'Connell. Rebound loose, and the Seahawks are able to play it out to the wing.
Yeah, what a shot there from the blue line, and even a better tip by Mitchell. She was sitting in the left circle, got a stick on it, but O'Connell's positioning is able to help her make the save.
Jesse Scott with speed right side now. Trying to get around Simon again. Pulls up in deep, right wing corner. Looking for an angle, plays it towards the net. It hops through the slot and wide into the wing. Taken by the Seahawks. Tied up is Buckham. Touch towards Lexi Anderson and giving away the Nor'easters. Seahawks could have had a 2-on-1 there with Chisholm and Anderson. Sheehan. Now Scott. Will pop it into the corner. In behind the net now, Amanda Fantasia. Indirect pass off the boards is wide at center, taken back by the Nor'easters. Shannon Nadeau. Off to Kira Yu. Yu's pass deflected by Chisholm. Nadeau will try again. Now it's hopping along left side, taken by Michaela Anderson. Paulskill will drop it back. Angela Augusta over the line left side, trying to deke her way through the circle. Picked off by the Nor'easters. Alyssa Roof able to chip it back down the ice. Grabbed by Fantasia. Fantasia looking for an angle. Not going to carry it herself over the blue line. Fantasia wide left side, waiting. Drops off for a trailer. For a shot, and they score! Trickles past Benjamin. Seahawks take a 1-0 lead. And I think that's Augusta, and it is! The senior on senior night puts the Seahawks on top.
Yeah, Fantasia with a little bit of stick work through the neutral zone. She drives to the left circle, drops it back for Augusta, and Augusta has the shot. She takes the wrister, and somehow it just trickles through the pads of Benjamin, and a big early goal here for the Seahawks on senior night from the senior Angela Augusta.
Her first goal of the season, and just the 6th in her career. Wide left side shot, teed up and blocked from Dunn. Nor'easters trying to clear near side. Jessica Tolzman through center. That pass is wide of everyone. In on the goal though, and O'Connell has to freeze it, and still no whistle.
Don't give up till you hear the whistle.
Finally a whistle blows. That was a good at least 4 or 5 seconds. O'Connell had the puck, looking around at the officials.
Yeah, interesting why it took so long. I guess there's no player challenging the puck that O'Connell has, but that's just going to inspire more players just to drive to the net and cause some collisions.
Seahawks win the defensive zone draw. Puck played wide of Dunn. Flipped into the corner and now deflected, they say, off of the protective netting on the far side. That was Julianne Sheehan who swatted at it. This faceoff, though, will come out to neutral ice.
It's going to be interesting to see how both teams respond after that Augusta goal. Neither team were really giving up anything, taking away the passing lanes, but Seahawks able to bury one early. We'll see how both teams respond.
Well, the Seahawks, all of their wins this season have come when they score first. They have not won a game when they've given up the first goal. Meanwhile, UNE 10-1 when they score first, and 4-5-1 when they get scored on first. So, big goal for momentum, but also, at least the trend so far this season with both teams feeding off the first goal. Offensive zone draw for Salve. Chisholm will take it for the Seahawks against Megan Hamilton. She wins it. Back to Fantasia with space straight away at the point. Left side now to Pearson. Seahawks on the power play here with 10:21 to go. Shot from the point. Deflects off of Benjamin. Fantasia drops it to Chisholm. Chisholm top of the circle, now in the slot with a shot that goes wide. Nor'easters trying to clear it, but Chisholm following up her shot, trying to dish it up to the point, and it goes wide of Fantasia and Pearson. Seahawks must reset.
Yeah, a couple of solid shots by the Seahawks on Benjamin, but unable to find the back of the net.
Balcom over the line right side. We'll take it behind the net, trying to center it out in front. That one went off a Nor'easter defender, almost back in on the net. And it's Kira Yu who's in the box for UNE. A minute gone on her minor penalty. 9:30 to go in the first period. Maddie McCann had an angle to the net. It was deflected away by Jessie Scott, excuse me. Here comes Maddie McCann once again over the blue line. All alone will pin it to the boards with 42 seconds to go on the power play. And scooped out to center. Taken now by Jillian Sheehan. Sheehan with speed left side, shorthanded, trying to swing it on the net. Angled behind the cage by Pearson. Out to center. And careened on for Lexi Anderson with speed left side. Anderson waiting, going to pull up, put on the brakes in the corner. Drops it back off to the point to Fantasia, who's going to walk it in. Let go a rocket that's saved by Benjamin. Rebound into the corner with 14 seconds to go on the power play. Fantasia across to Carrera, waiting. Flips it towards the goal and into the glove of Benjamin.
Yeah, Chisholm was sitting just in the crease, battling and waiting for a rebound. But luckily for UNE, Benjamin's able to hold on for the faceoff.
Offensive zone draw. 7 seconds left on the power play here for the Seahawks. They win the draw, but it gets wide of Carrera, and that'll do it for the man advantage. Back to even strength with 8:28 to go in the first. Salve leading 1-0 here on senior night. Hastings trying to grab the rolling puck through the slot. Angled off the glass and coming in stride now to Crugnali. And she is knifed off the puck by Simon. Good job recovering there. Crugnali keeps it alive, trying to move it up the boards. Chisholm comes to challenge along with Balcom. Scaled off the glass out to center. Seahawks get the clear. Given right back to the Nor'easters though. Crugnali is offside, entering the zone right side. Clock stops with 7:53 to play in the first. Neutral zone draw, just outside of the Seahawks zone right side. Prezioso will take it against Frechette. And the Seahawks will control it. Paul Skill has it taken away. Babineau left side behind the net. Paul Skill still chasing Babineau, trying to square up the net. Knocked down to the ice by Fantasia, who's without a stick now, trying to kick the puck up the boards. And players in Lumber falling all over the place now in the right wing corner. Prezioso with the puck, able to get it away to Stapleton. And then she has her pocket picked, up to the point, kept alive by the Nor'easters, and a shot into the glove of O'Connell.
Yeah, a lot of the times we see the puck pinned up against the boards, but this time it was just pinned under players and sticks, as it was a mess in that far right wing corner. But UNE is able to come up with the puck and get a shot on net.
Offensive zone draw for the Nor'easters. And it's one into the corner. Paul Skill moves it around the boards. Pearson left wing side. Pearson again now with some daylight will accelerate through center. Pearson lost the puck at the blue line, kept alive by LaPointe. Seahawks must get back on side. They do. Puck dumped in low. Tolzman trying to keep it away from Angela Augusta, who has the lone goal so far. Her first of the season. Coming here in what will be her final home game of her career. Sheehan, cross ice pass for Scott, and that's knocked away. Augusta will carry it over the line. Swats it into the corner. Puck hopping in behind the net. Jenna pitch. Near side now to Sheehan. Trapped along the boards. Anderson and Maggie Leonard battling in deep. Puck finds pitch once again. Turned over to Leonard. Her shot off of pitch. And it will roll out to the blue line and back out to center. Shot right side, tipped towards the goal, and it rolls just wide of the pipe. That was Megan Hamilton who gained the zone with speed. Hamilton chasing after it now. Lexi Anderson trying to knife it to herself. Kept alive right side by pitch into the slot. Grabbed by Simon. Backhanded into Leonard's corner. Teams will battle for it behind the net. Puck rolling out into the slot. Out high it comes. Feathered into the corner by Perot. Had a chance there to try and tee up a drive. Instead, looked like she went for the indirect pass right away. This one tipped towards the goal. Blocked and rolling left side. Sheen grabs it. Again, throws it through the slot. Coming in right side is pitch once again. And knocked down to the ice on the far side is a Seahawk player. Lost her stick. I think that was Lexi Anderson. Her stick is all the way back behind the net. That was a big hit. Surprised we did not get a penalty there. Puck in the nor'easter zone. Simon chasing after it. It finds Shannon Nadeau. Taken now by Alex Mitchell. Cross ice pass picked off by Taylor Chisholm. And then poked away from her from behind. She had some space to work with. Loose right at center ice and taken by Alyssa Roof of UNE. Puts on the brakes in the left wing corner. Looking to move it up top to the point. Blocked there, taken by Chisholm, who tried to feed it backhand to Bauckham. Kept alive now by the nor'easters. Touched into the corner by Crugnali. Chisholm chases it down left wing side. 4:53 to go in the first period. 1-0 Seahawks. Puck trapped right in front of the Seahawk bench. Wedged free for a moment and then flipped up and out of play with 4:39 to go in the first. Neutral zone draw. Tied up with McCann and now taken the left side by Jeetle. Carried behind the net by Megan Hamilton into the right wing corner. Puck rolling into the slot now, top of the right wing circle. Poked away out to center. And the Seahawks will dump it in and give chase. LaPointe along with McCann. Puck centered, but no one home in front of the net for Salve. Alex Mitchell out to Hamilton, and she will saucer it in deep. UNE will change up their line. Seahawks with no pressure. Two Seahawks collide. That was McCann and Augusta. Pass up the ice picked off by UNE. Kira Yu over the line left side. Tied up in the corner. And Celia Polsko rips the puck away from her. Gets it away to Fantasia. Can't clear it though. Tip towards the net. O'Connell able to shrug it off. And then it's sent into the corner. That one took a weird bounce. Hopped right up on O'Connell. Behind the net now, Paul Skill. Finds Angela Augusta. Plays it through center. Taken back by the Nor'easters, but they give it right back to Fantasia. Paul Skill chased into the corner behind the net. And a good job there by Jesse Scott to fight to get the puck back. Under 3 minutes to play, first period. Nor'easters trying to pin the Seahawks in their zone. Puck trapped in the left wing corner. Up the boards, now swung out to center. Taylor Chisholm will corral it and looks to angle her way in. Fires it towards the goal. Sticked aside by Benjamin. Right wing side, Jenna pitch, trying to clear it. Anderson able to deflect the pass in deep. Chisholm up to Fantasia, top of the circle. Fantasia able to elude a man, is going to walk it in. Tee up a drive. That one's off the pads of Benjamin. Out to center and now can be grabbed by Bella Crugnali on a breakaway, but a good job by Pearson. Make that Chisholm. Two of them get locked up. And again, no call. Could easily call a penalty there going either way. So for the moment, the referee's letting both of these teams play. Here comes Augusta. Darting over the line right side, waiting, floating it towards Anderson. She steers it wide of the net. Grabbed by the Nor'easters, Shannon Nadeau. Passing it out to center. Pearson trying to angle away Drinkwater. Puck kept alive down low. Played towards the net. Saved by O'Connell. That was Hamilton who turned and fired. Pitch keeps it alive right side. Loose puck grabbed by Kimberly Dunn. Played and taken by Hamilton now. And Dunn will pick it off once again. He's going to walk it over the line herself, left side. Dunn into the slot with a shot. Soft shot that's saved by Benjamin. Rebound comes to Anderson. Her drive is saved as well. And now on the counter, here comes Sheehan. Back the other way with 1:20 to go in the first. Sheehan to the net with a shot that goes wide. Rebound into the right wing corner. Lexi Anderson scoops it in the air out to center. Bouncing puck fielded by Elizabeth Walsh. Looking to turn and quickly pass it back up the ice. Here comes Scott now, tied up with Anderson. Couldn't find the puck. It was right between both of her skates. And now the teams will battle. Scott takes it over the line, drops it into the slot, poked away there, and then navigated out to the wing. Chisholm looking to swing it into space. Picked off by Sheehan with 50 seconds to go in the first. And she'll just dump it back in. Dunn will backtrack with it and now fire it up to Rebecca Hastings. Seahawks are offside. They must jump back over the line before they can chase the puck. Jenna pitch. Out to Tatum Jeetle. Given away at center. Simon fires it off the boards in deep, and this will be icing with 26.9 seconds to go in the first period.
Yeah, just going back to Chisholm going down at the blue line. She's been tangled up a lot tonight with the UNE players really getting in their face, but really the officials have let a lot of things go tonight, so hopefully it stays like this, and we're just going to play, let them play tonight.
Offensive zone draw here for UNE with 26 seconds to go. Shot right off the draw is wide. Puck loose in the left wing corner. Seahawks will try to move it out. Played in deep to Simon. Simon trying to pin it to the boards. 14 seconds to go. Puck dribbled free. Loose in the slot. Backhand shot goes wide with 6 seconds. 5 seconds to go. Puck pinned on the far side boards. And that is going to do it for the first period. Angela Augusta scores the lone goal, her first of the season for the senior on senior night. Seahawks will lead 1-0 at the break. Ryan, what else is your takeaway from the first period?
Well, the Seahawks have to be happy with the first period. You start with the Augusta goal to get things going, really get the momentum on the Seahawks side. And the forecheck towards the end of this period really took over the game for the Seahawks. They were able to keep the puck in the attacking zone, specifically in the corners, where they trapped the puck in the corner, take the net, bodies to the net, and overall, that's the period you want.
20 minutes in the books here from Middletown. We'll take a break while they tend to the ice. You're watching Salve Regina and UNE Colonial Hockey Conference action here on the Salve Athletics Network. We'll be back. Welcome back to St. George's, getting ready for the start of the second period. Salve Regina leading University of New England 1-0 thanks to Angela Augusta's first goal of the season, 6th of her career here on senior night. And we are underway. Pearson will fire it into the zone all the way in on Julia Benjamin, and she'll freeze it. Andrew Pizzelli alongside Ryan Costa. And Ryan, we were talking in between the periods, the Seahawks 2-2 when they're ahead after the first period this year. The Nor'easters have not come from behind in a game yet this season. 0-3-1 when they trail after the first, 0-4-1 when they trail after the second. And stats don't always tell the whole story, but after a course of a whole season, a stat like that, what can you really take from that? I feel like that you can pull a little bit more meat off the bones with stats like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, like you said, like stats don't always tell the truth, obviously, but sometimes it just shows the type of team if they're able to come back. And I mean, obviously it's only a 1-0 game, so anything can really happen, but it's all going to come down to how hard the fight is.
Here comes Scott, 2-on-1 right side with a shot, and she scores! Just on cue, we're tied. Scott going far side, getting it to go off the bar and in, and we're knotted at 1.
Yeah, well, I think Scott's ears were ringing, just like the post was off of that shot right away to open up the period. Just a nice shot from right inside the circle. She picks the blocker side on O'Connell. She hits the post and in the back of the net to tie things up.
Scott making liars out of us. 45 seconds into the second period, and we start again. Augusta pokes it through center. Leonard now back to Michaela Anderson, taking it wide right side. Double teamed into the corner. And behind the net, Nor'easters will look to move it out. Spun up to the blue line, given away to Simon at center. And she will flip it around the glass into the right wing corner. Seahawks in the midst of a change. Shannon Nadeau will grab it for UNE. Touched out to center and then golfed in deep by Alex Mitchell. Paul Skill banks it to Prezioso. Paul Skill once again chased from behind by Mitchell. We'll play it on edge in behind the cage. Fantasia trying to pick it off at the blue line. Puck still onside. Balcom falls down trying to range for it. Prezioso at center, squeezed to the boards. Nor'easters are offsides for a moment. The Seahawks will scale it out. Now Paige Stapleton trying to carry it over the line right side. Stapleton with an angle trying to cut towards the net. And she's knocked down and loses the puck. Frechette cross ice trying to connect with Accardi. Pearson greets her there. Puck sent back to the Nor'easter zone. LaPointe carrying through center. Now Maddie McCann turns, looking for an angle. Trying to drop it along to LaPointe in the corner. Behind the net, McCann accelerating. Works her way free, right wing corner, up to Pearson at the point. Pearson waiting with space, fakes the drive, trying to spin back to the inside, and she has it poked free, sent down the ice. And this will be icing by a hair.
Yeah, Fantasia just trying to make one little move just out in the blue line. But she just gets tripped up a little bit, and the puck gets taken away and thrown down the ice by Upton.
Nor'easters win the draw, but Anderson racing in left side, able to deflect it. Back to Frechette. Chisholm trying to chase her there. It's sent down the ice again, and this should be icing once again on the Nor'easters. Offensive zone draw for the Seahawks. Trying to keep some tired legs out there for UNE, and they win the draw against the far side boards. Dunn trying to play it in deep. Seahawks give chase left wing side. Chisholm chasing after it behind the net, right wing side. Tolzman trying to carry it out. Puck angled out to center. Dumped back in. Seahawks able to keep it alive. Nor'easters still not able to change out anybody. Racing in is Dunn right side. Plays it towards the net, towards Benjamin, and she'll cover it up.
Dunn's able to win the puck along the far boards, but that's the only option she really has, is just to get the puck on net and hope for a rebound. But Benjamin gives up no rebound. She's able to hold on to it for a face-off to the glove side.
Offensive zone draw. Seahawks win it. Carrera down low, pass through the slot, rolling towards the net. Players collide. Taken out by Sheehan, looking to break back the other way for UNE. Sheehan trying to get around Simon, denies her at the blue line, and Scott will fire it into the zone. Simon alone behind Jennifer O'Connell. Looks to skate it out. Challenge now, puck loose in the slot. Trying to turn with it was Sheehan. Augusta there to knock it away, and the net is off its moorings. Dangerous bounce there for the Seahawks, but a good job challenging behind the net. That was Kira Yu, sophomore from Ogden, Utah.
Yeah, Yu's been able to get a couple tips on net tonight. That's where she's really been playing, down low, right around O'Connell, and that time it almost works out for her and the Nor'easters.
Offensive zone draw for UNE. Hamilton wins it off to the side, though. Seahawks can try and get to it first. Augusta couldn't grab it. Taken by Perot. Up to the point. Shot tipped through the slot. Flipped into the air and into the right wing corner. Augusta trying to touch it in deep to Carrera. Maggie Leonard now racing against Jeetle. The two of them will carry it up the boards. Michaela Anderson had it for a moment. Drop back off to Michaela Simon. Saucered up the boards, out to center. Flipped off the stick of Nadeau. Augusta can't get to it. Leonard knocked it away at center, and it's sent right back in by UNE. O'Connell hands off to Simon. Carrera trying to feed it up the left side. Knocked away. Hamilton in the slot. Feathers one wide. Maggie Leonard able to flip it out to center. Michaela Anderson make that. Carolyn Prezioso directed it for a moment. Here's Mitchell down the slot with a shot that gets blocked. Simon stepping in front of that one. Backhanded off the side of the goal, rolling through the Seahawks zone. And the Seahawks can't clear it. Mitchell had it for a moment. Finally, the Seahawks, they were able to squeeze it off the far boards out to the Nor'easter zone. Relieving the pressure for a moment. Here comes Alex Mitchell. Down the middle, her shot blocked. Rebound shot is saved by O'Connell.
Yeah, Mitchell's all alone driving towards the net. She gains the zone by herself, gets the shot off, but it's originally blocked. And she's able to gather her own rebound, so to speak, and get another shot on O'Connell and force an attacking zone faceoff for the Nor'easters.
.34 to go in the second. Puck rolling towards the goal. O'Connell goes down on all fours to block it. Puck into the corner, Sydney Lapointe. Now we'll skate it forward with some space right side. Now angling into the middle over the blue line. Lapointe trying to force one on the cage. Still rolling towards the net. In behind now, Maddie McCann trying to rake it away. Taken back by the Nor'easters. Tolzman sends it cross ice. Sheehan challenged by Pearson. Able to dribble it in behind the cage. Touched first by Celia Paulskill. Played across now to Pearson. Up the boards to Lapointe. Able to poke it out to center. Grabbed by Fantasia. Fantasia now trying to carry through the slot. Is rolling towards the net. Fantasia takes it into the left wing corner. Drops it behind the cage for Maddie McCann. McCann out to the wing to Pearson. Walking into the corner. Firing it around the boards. Trying to get it to herself. Loose in the slot now is Lapointe. Carries it wide right side. Floats it in back behind the net towards Pearson. And now free for Carly Perot to move up and out. Challenged by McCann. Perot now with an angle. And a 3-on-3 break for the Nor'easters with some tired legs. Perot from center fires it on the cage. O'Connell with the save. Fantasia can't clear the zone. Tolzman keeps it alive. Centering pass in stride for a shot. And it's saved by O'Connell. Coming off the bench, Shannon Upton from point blank range.
Yeah, both teams kind of trying to swap players there as they were on a long shift after being into the UNE zone. And that opens up a 3-on-2 opportunity for UNE.
Hamilton and Chisholm on the draw. Won by Hamilton, but right to Lexi Anderson. Around the boards, Hastings can't get to it. Kept in the zone. Now bounced back out to center. Hastings will grab it, look to skate up the far side. And Hastings able to send it in behind Julia Benjamin. Puck out to center. Turned over to UNE. Jeetle down the left side, trying to play it off to the trailer Drinkwater, and it's poked away. Angela Augusta now with speed right side, has Chisholm crashing the net. Pass comes to Chisholm, trying to carry it around Benjamin. And a good poke job there by the sophomore netminder. Back and forth we go. Another 2-on-2 break. Here comes Jeetle trying to play it in front for Drinkwater. That goes wide. Augusta pokes it up the ice, and now here comes Maggie Leonard 1-on-1. Leonard will take it wide right side. Ducks the shoulder, chases it into the corner, trying to send it towards the net. Into the slot it comes wide of Augusta. Players all tied up in the slot. And now a 1-on-1 for the Nor'easters. Here comes Mitchell. Can't get around Fantasia, who's able to hop it towards the blue line, but kept on side by Mitchell. Straight away up top, Mitchell, toe drag, shot blocked. Rebound shot is blocked. Now Michaela Anderson digging, racing up the ice for it. Back and forth we go. Anderson trying to feed it out to the point. It's deflected. Pearson crashing in left side, trying to keep it alive. And it's taken back by Bella Crugnali. Both these teams trying to settle things down here. Cross ice pass. LaPointe had it for a moment. Taken by Alex Mitchell. Left side, Mitchell able to get around LaPointe, and then Dunn sends it back out to center ice.
Yeah, this game's really starting to turn into a track meet out there. It's really opened up offensively.
11:16 to go in the second period. Game tied at 1. Angela Augusta with the Seahawks goal, and Jesse Scott the goal for the Nor'easters. That tied things up 45 seconds into this period. Sheehan with a drive that's high and wide. Racing over is Perot. Softly playing it around the boards. Sheehan now left wing corner. Down on both knees, trying to move it to the point. Grabbed by Maddie McCann. McCann touches it to herself, now accelerates down the right side, trying to get to it, trying to cut her way into the middle. Blocked away by Perot. Off a skate to Sheehan. Able to find it between the legs, and now slowly carrying it forward. Pass across to Scott with space on Carrera. Scott with a backhand, sticked aside by O'Connell. Maddie McCann and Scott along the far side boards. Carrera knocked the puck away for a moment. Now wrapped around the boards, left side. Drinkwater will keep it alive for UNE. Drinkwater behind the net, off-angle shot, saved by O'Connell. Fantasia chased in behind the net, looking for help. Trying to carry it out, and she's denied. Carrera now. Jeetle pressuring her. Far side Hastings. Cross ice for Lexi Anderson with Taylor Chisholm. Pass in stride to Chisholm. Accelerating towards the net, and she scores! Taylor Chisholm set up by Anderson, and the Seahawks retake the lead.
Well, 2 goals, 2 seniors for the Seahawks, and I don't think we're going to get one for O'Connell, but we never know. But meanwhile, what a great breakout by the Seahawks. They get the 2-on-1. Chisholm 1-on-1 with Benjamin, and she just gets below the right circle and snaps it home to give the Seahawks a 2-1 lead, thanks to number 2.
11th goal of the season for Chisholm, 34th in her career. Heads up, that one into the Nor'easters bench. 9:51 to go in the second. As you said, both seniors scoring here tonight, and it would be quite something if we saw O'Connell score tonight. We're going to stop making predictions. So we'll just say that anything is possible.
Yeah, you know what? I mean, we've been wrong all night, so Who knows?
Don't tell me the odds. In the corner, Elizabeth Walsh looking for some space to clear the zone for UNE. Augusta fires one towards the net. Benjamin makes the save. Anderson back to Augusta. And now the puck trapped along the left wing boards in deep. Augusta able to rip it free for a moment. Chasing after it is Balkum now. Balkum on the far side trying to hop it back into the slot. Knocked away by Mitchell. Out to center, Pearson trying to play it forward. And it's going to come to Mitchell over the blue line. And she will just touch it into the corner and come to the bench for a change. Up the right side, puck in the nor'easter zone. All blue jerseys there, though. They're able to move it out to center. Puck knocked away. Simon out to center ice. Across now to Susie Pearson. Maddie McCann able to guide it over the line. Can't quite control it. Taken back by Shannon Upton. Seahawks leading 2-1. That goal coming at the end of a stretch run where really both teams had some great chances in back and forth action. Most notably Upton, who came off the bench, was free in front. Nor'easters, I'm sure, feel like they should very well be up 2-1.
Yeah, a lot of odd opportunities, 3-on-2, 2-on-1, and Chisholm's able to capitalize off the 2-on-1. But yeah, as you said, the game really opened up. We've been seeing a lot of north-south play from both teams.
Puck off to the side of the cage. Oh, there goes shot! Score! Fed out in front, and Hastings tucks it home. Seahawks with their largest lead, up 3-1.
Well, that's what happens when you crash the net. Good things happen, a weird bounce, a good pass, anything can happen. And right there, it just bounces off the skirt of the net and is wide open for Hastings, who is sitting right in front of Benjamin. She snaps it home to the stick side, and just like that, the Seahawks are up 3-1.
Had both Hastings and Anderson there. We'll see who they officially credit it to. It was Anderson with the initial shot or pass from the right side. And they do give it to Hastings. So for Hastings, her 8th of the season. Shot from the point, saved by O'Connell. Roof firing that one through a maze of players. Scott now off to the sideline with a backhand shot, jamming around in front, puck loose on the blue paint, and O'Connell sprawls out to cover it.
Well, that's what it's all about. It's right being right up in front of the net, just like that. It was Sheehan for the Nor'easters right in front. She gets a nice shot on O'Connell, but she's able to position herself to make the save and cover it up afterwards.
Seahawks win the draw. Puck in the right wing corner. Augusta trying to turn and look for space. Simon fans on the outlet. It comes to Carrera, who also fans. And now she's trapped along the far side boards. Hamilton knocks it away. Jeetle trying to get it into the slot to Drinkwater. And it's knocked free by the Seahawks. And Babcock will carry it out to center ice and muscle her way down the left wing boards and get it into the corner. Great individual effort there by Kylie Babcock.
Yeah, Babcock has had a couple great shifts tonight. Earlier on in the first period, she was doing very good on the forecheck, winning those loose pucks for the Seahawks.
Puck flipped into the slot off Simon's skate. Loose now for her to swing out to center. LaPointe couldn't handle it. Cross ice pass picked off by Mitchell for the Nor'easters. Dropped in deep. Mitchell trying to get it out to the point, picked off by Taylor Chisholm. Make that Sydney LaPointe. And LaPointe guides it to the Nor'easter zone. Carly Perot plays it around the boards, but LaPointe able to catch up to it in the right wing corner. Puck flipped up in the air. Pearson able to knife it down, tripped up from behind, able to feed it on the net. Puck loose in the slot and touched by UNE. And a tripping call coming here against the Nor'easters.
Yeah, the officials have been very lenient all night, but with Pearson making a move towards the net, she catches a stick towards the skates. So the Seahawks go to the power play with a 3-1 lead, 5:22 remaining in the second period. And entering the box is Jenna Pitch for the Nor'easters.
That's the second penalty of the night. Seahawks 0 for 1 in the power play. 6% on the year, just 6 of 89 overall. All season are the Seahawks with the man advantage. And the penalty kill for UNE, 68 of 78, 87%. Up to the point, Lexi Anderson fires it around the boards, in deep. Hastings, who just scored, carries it into the corner. Now around the boards, up top to the point, across to Pearson, left side with space. Her wrist shot towards the net, blocked down, and then flipped over her glove, back down the ice. And the Seahawks must race back Sheehan and Fantasia in a foot race for the puck. And a good job here, shorthanded by Sheehan, killing some valuable time. Maddie McCann, in a 3-on-2 break here, carries it wide left side. And it's turned over. Perot will skate it through center and send it in deep. Seahawks have to give chase. Penalty kill for UNE is the 27th best in the nation. And they're showing you why here. Basically playing offense, making the Seahawks chase the puck. Down to 40 seconds on the power play. Pearson drops back to Fantasia. Up to Michaela Anderson. Right side, drops it off to Maddie McCann, trying to duck the shoulder. Balk him. Back to McCann, tied up in the slot. Out to the point, kept alive. And played in deep by Carrera. 20 seconds to go on the power play. And the puck sent all the way back down the ice once again. Great kill here from the Nor'easters. Chisholm sprinting through center. Chisholm accelerating to the net with a wrist shot. Save made by Benjamin. Flashing the pad. And a clear as the penalty expires. We're back to even strength with 3:15 to go in the second period. Salve Regina leading 3-1 here on senior night. Final home game of the season. Centering pass knocked away, loose in the left wing side, and it's fired wide of the net by Scott. Scott again trying to track it down the far side. Chisholm moved it out to center, knocked away from Lexi Anderson by the Nor'easters. Hamilton finds the puck, will carry it into the zone herself. Play it into the middle. Jeetle with a shot off the glove of O'Connell, and then fluttering in behind the net. Puck trapped in deep. Fantasia looking to push it up the boards. Puck knocked into the air. Augusta battling with Elizabeth Walsh. Comes free for Michaela Anderson. Now Hastings up the ice, gains the line. Saucers it into the corner. Anderson chasing after it there. Augusta and Anderson both being pests down in the corner. Puck up to the point, sent towards the net by Simon. Guided away by Benjamin with 2:05 to play in the second period. Jeetle now with space. Right side, plays it into the slot. Drinkwater touches it towards the goal. And there's going to be a penalty coming here against the Seahawks.
Yeah, I think it's going to be against Fantasia as Drinkwater is driving in towards O'Connell. She gets taken down. And if you're gonna give a penalty, it might as well be in a situation like that where Drinkwater would have been one-on-one with O'Connell. Possibly just a little backdoor opportunity there. So not a bad penalty to take, but nevertheless, the Nor'easters will have 2 minutes to try to get within one goal.
Well, the Nor'easters penalty kill 27th in the nation. Their power play that much better. 10th best power play in all of women's D3. 23.9% on the power play. Big moment here. Late stages of this second period. Left side shot is blocked. Puck still loose in the slot. Swung towards the net, and O'Connell holding the bar makes a pad save. Scott curling at the circle into the slot with a wrist shot save made by O'Connell.
Yeah, the Nor'easters really just trying to work the puck in the slot and get some shots off there. Seahawks come up with a couple of blocks, but finally they're able to get a puck on O'Connell, which he's able to hold on to for the faceoff.
Offensive zone draw, right wing side, Hamilton to take it against Chisholm, who wins it. Simon able to fire it up the near side boards and get it past Shannon Nadeau. 1:25 to go in the second, 1:29 to go on the power play. Nadeau waiting behind Benjamin. Pass off the mark at center, but it's still able to find its way to Drinkwater. Pass to Hamilton. Hamilton able to get around a man, and then O'Connell there to poke it to the wing. Kept alive up top. Jeetle has it blocked by McCann. Left wing side, Tolzman now carries in deep, hands off to Hamilton. Up top to Jeetle at the point, touches it into the slot. Backhand shot by Tolzman is blocked. Up to Nadeau, chased by Chisholm with 48 seconds to go in the period. Nadeau down the left wing side, drops it off Hamilton. Centering pass is blocked by Pearson. Puck in the corner, Pearson trying to get to it, able to find it and able to get it at least out to center. Grabbed by Nadeau, drop back off to Jessica Tolzman. Two of them exchange passes, cross-ice pass, deflected, carried into the zone now by Sheehan. Sheehan ridden into by Michaela Anderson, and O'Connell is going to cover up the loose rolling puck with 23 seconds to go in the second period.
Yeah, it's a good back check there by Anderson. She recognizes that Simon is stepping up to the puck, but there's also another nor'easter driving in towards that right circle. So Michaela Anderson reaches her stick in there, prevents a pass, gets the puck loose, which is able to allow O'Connell to cover it up for a faceoff.
20 seconds to go in the second period. Up to the point, shot deflected, blocked in the slot, fired from the left wing side, and they score! One-timer shot for the Nor'easters, who score on the power play. And that is Kira Yu, who snaps it to the back of the goal. And the Nor'easters are within one.
Yeah, give a lot of credit to you there. That takes a lot of hand-eye coordination. I don't know if she let the puck hit the ice first or what, but she basically bats it out of the air after it's popped up off the shot block and just fires it home just below the blocker of O'Connell. And just like that, the Nor'easters are within one.
10 seconds to go in the period. Paul Skill around the board. Fantasia just looking to kill time. Passes it over to Paul Skill, and that'll do it for the second period. So buckle up, folks. Seahawks took a 3-1 lead. Nor'easters cash in the power play in the waning seconds, and we have got a one-score game as we make the turn for home. Salve Regina 3, UNE 2. Third period coming up. We'll take a break while they tend to the ice. Welcome back to St. George's. Andrew Pizzelli alongside Ryan Costa bringing you the call. The Seahawks leading the Nor'easters 3-2 as we get set for the start of the third period. Senior night here at St. George's, the final home game of the season, not just for the Seahawks, but for these three seniors. 20 minutes or more left in store for you, and we are underway. Seahawks will send the puck into the attacking zone and give chase. Hastings, who has scored once here tonight, moves it up to Pearson. Her shot deflected by you. And now Scott loses it left wing side, but the Nor'easters able to clear it. Given away to Pearson. With space, gets it over the line. Rolling through the slot. Lexi Anderson can't get to it. Scott again touches it behind the net, and Hastings will chase it down the right wing corner. Look to move it to Michaela Anderson. Her shot from the wing, saved by Benjamin. Pearson behind the net, rolls it into the corner. Taken by Shannon Nadeau. And she will carry it up the near side. Knocked away by Maggie Leonard. And deflected back into the UNE side of the ice. And drop back and off along the boards. Prezioso now darting over the line, down the middle. Toe drag shot is blocked. Jeetle and her collide on the far boards. Nadeau can't take it down. Roof along the near side, out to Drinkwater with space through neutral ice. Will gain the line left side, play it into the slot wide, looking for Jeetle. Maggie Leonard on the far side along with Pearson. Make that Fantasia, flips it down the ice, and this will be icing against the Seahawks, who lead 3-2. Seahawks have never trailed in the game. They led 1-0. The Nor'easters tied it. Seahawks took a 3-1 lead before Kira Yu on the power play drew UNE within one in the waning seconds of the second period. Maggie Leonard will now take this draw against Hamilton, and it's won by the Nor'easters. Shot from the right side, saved by O'Connell. Pearson up the near side. Tolzman deflected it for a moment, and it's going to get all the way back into the Nor'easter zone. Jeetle denied by Leonard. Walsh chases it into the right wing corner. Up to Megan Hamilton. Jeetle deflected by Stapleton. Maddie McCann deflected it. Comes to Sydney LaPointe. Walks it over the line left side. Touches it towards the net. Picked off in front. McCann crashing there. Knocked down to the ice by Carly Perot. Back the other way come the Nor'easters. Simon in a foot race with Bella Crugnali. Up top to the point. Shot wide of the goal off the stick of Jenna Pitch. Perot down the boards, floats one towards the net. That bounces wide into the right wing corner. Popped up to the blue line, back to neutral ice. Taken by Alex Mitchell. Looking to turn the corner. Looking to throw one towards the net. It goes behind and wide into the right wing side. Crugnali now all alone behind the net. Chased by Carrera. Up to the blue line. Nadeau waiting. Plays it into the corner, and then it's picked off by Taylor Chisholm. 1-on-3. Chisholm trying to turn around pitch. Carries it into the corner. Pinned to the boards. Nadeau able to knife it away there. Out to the blue line. Fantasia waiting. Trying to send it back into Lexi Anderson's corner. Fires it towards the net. Hopping puck up into the glove. Out of the glove of Benjamin. Right wing side. Paulskill keeps it alive. Throws it towards the net. Wide of the cage. Into the left wing corner and up the far side boards. Lexi Anderson able to keep it alive for a moment. LaPointe couldn't hold it at the blue line. Seahawks have to get back on side, so they just dump it in and let the Nor'easters chase.
Yeah, that last redirect on net came off of the skate of Pitch. Would have been one heck of a goal if we were playing soccer.
We've seen a couple of crazy bounces here tonight. Puck out through center, and now an angle for Babineau down the left side. She's tied up and lost it with Michaela Anderson. Puck in behind the cage, now out to the right side. Walking in is Walsh, playing it into the corner. Fantasia knocks it away there. And now we'll look to sprint forward with it. Fantasia with an angle. And it's poked away by Upton. And an offside call made here against the Nor'easters. There's a great poke check from behind by Shannon Upton, who nearly had a goal in that second period. during that frenetic back and forth sequence we had. She came free off the bench and was all alone in front, and then shortly afterwards, after she was robbed by O'Connell, the Seahawks retook the lead. And trying to hold on to it now. 15:56 to go in the third. We'll whistle here, and I think just offside. Neutral zone draw. Just outside of the Seahawks zone, left side, Prezioso and you. And that's one back to Paulskill. Kylie Babcock with it now. 2-on-2 break for the Seahawks. Babcock trying to send it towards the net. That's blocked by Tolzman. Puck behind Benjamin. Out to Sheehan. Sheehan dancing her way right side now. Right wing circle. Drops it into Fantasia's corner. Hamilton racing after it with Dunn left side. Puck up to the point. Kept by Pitch. Her shot well wide of the net. Runs up the right side boards. Kept alive by Perot. Hamilton can't get an angle to it. Prezioso comes away with it. Knocked back to Dunn. Drinkwater fires one towards the net. That's blocked. Hopping now in the air into the right wing corner. Fantasia again with it. Swats it off the boards. Trying to get it to Chisholm in stride. LaPointe drops it off. Fantasia with a wrister that's high and wide. Ricochets all the way around the boards. Not out though. Kept alive up to Dunn. Her shot off a skate. McCann trying to grab it right wing circle. Trying to push it into the slot. Centering pass knocked away. Seahawks can't keep it onside. Drinkwater knifes it back into the nor'easter zone. Kept alive by McCann on the far side. Along for LaPointe. Back to McCann. Fired towards the goal. Off a skate. Blocked in behind the net now. Right side. Benjamin looking around. Trying to find the puck. Comes to Mitchell. And Mitchell able to get it out to center. A little bit of a 2-on-1 here. Jeetle now sprinting right side is offside with Mitchell.
Yeah, Mitchell did everything she could to stay onside. She went down to a knee and trying to drag the skate. But in the eyes of the official, she just crossed before the puck did.
14:22 to go in the third. Nor'easters win the draw, and they give it right back to the Seahawks. Chisholm through center, down the right side, trying to fight her way towards the net. Wrist shot off a Nor'easter, bouncing towards the cage. Mitchell trying to fight it out, back to safety. Hastings trying to fire it down the right side. Chisholm comes crashing in as well. Hastings able to peel it off the boards, trying to get it to Pearson, and she's level to the ice. And it's going to get back all the way down to the Seahawks zone, no icing. And are we going to get the delayed penalty? Are they going to call Hastings?
Yeah, they're going to send her to the box. I believe it was Mitchell who lost her stick. Hastings just kind of chopped out the loose stick towards the corner. I wonder what the official penalty they're going to call on that.
Well, Hastings got leveled to the ice, and there was no call there. So I'm sure that's kind of what you talked about earlier, Ryan. You know, when you have a late whistle on players crashing the net with the puck being covered up by the goalie, it's only going to encourage more people crashing hard to the net and more collisions. Here comes Scott free in the slot, trying to guide it towards the goal. Backhand shot stopped by O'Connell. Up to the point to Pitch. Drop down low. Back up to Pitch at the point. Her shot on the goal, and it's saved by O'Connell. But just to finish that point, Hastings, I'm sure as they've let them play tonight, gets knocked down, gets up, tries, just gets a little gamesmanship there, and then gets called for the penalty.
Yeah,
it's a tough break.
Definitely seen a lot worse tonight, and that's something that you see almost every night. But the official was right there; he didn't like it, and sends her to the box.
Seahawks penalty kill has to try and hang on here against this excellent power play of the Nor'easters, and they get a big clear here. 1:28 to go in the power play for UNE. Trying to tie the game up after trailing 1-0 and 3-1. They scored last time on the power play. Chisholm with the loose puck, able to send it up the boards, out to center, taken by Shannon Nadeau. Across to Jeetle. Right wing side trying to play it back through the slot, wide of everyone. Pearson finds the puck, make that Maddie McCann who finds it and golfs it the length of the ice with 52 seconds to go in the power play. Nor'easters waiting to start the break. Carly Perot up to center. Michaela Anderson knocks it away. Hamilton now over the line right side. Throws it towards the net. That is blocked in the slot. Pearson make that Fantasia. Can't clear the zone. Puck still sitting in the slot for a shot. Saved by O'Connell. Rebound back to Gino. Her follow-up shot is blocked. Fantasia scoops it out into space and now is off to the races with Anderson. Fantasia left side with a shot and a save made by Benjamin.
Yeah, good penalty killing there by Fantasia. Blocks a shot. Recognizes she has a chance to go to goal. She takes it all the way to the far wall. Gets a shot on net and an attacking zone face-off for the Seahawks.
12:10 to go in the third. 20 seconds to go on the power play here for the Nor'easters. Seahawks, though, with the offensive zone draw. And it's controlled by UNE. Tolzman looking to sprint away from two defenders. Gets it out to Sheehan at center. Will walk it over the line left side, drops it off to Scott. Top of the left wing circle, ducks the shoulder. Back to Sheehan, backhand shot, save O'Connell. Rebound hopping into the right wing corner. Steered up the boards by Chisholm. Double team there. Back to even strength. Shot played towards the net. Again, O'Connell swats it into the air to the near side boards. Seahawks trying to desperately get it clear and reset things. And they do so. Scott for UNE, up to Sheehan. Sprints over the line right side, sends it towards the cage, and O'Connell cools a cucumber, makes a glove save.
Yeah, you got to admit that O'Connell is probably the Seahawks' best penalty killer on that last power play for the Nor'easters. She came up with a couple of big saves in traffic, not a lot of space to work with. And she is keeping the lead for the Seahawks with 11:32 remaining in the third period.
Shots even at 24 now. And O'Connell with 22 saves. Here comes Balcom with some space. Down the middle, her shot is blocked on the stick. Loose in the slot and grabbed by Nadeau. Prezioso couldn't get to it for Salve. Now a lot of green for Alex Mitchell. Left side, sprinting through the slot with a backhand shot. And a save made by O'Connell. Kept alive by UNE. Roof down the left side. Taken away by Babcock. And then given back to Roof, who swats it into the zone. Carrera off the boards. Taken by McCann. Balcom crosses over, gains the line left side. Will spin into the corner. Behind the net to McCann. Trying to center it. Taken away by Pitch. Cross ice pass. Now taken by Ali Frechette. Frechette down the right side. Out to the left wing corner. Up top to the point. Waiting. Pitch with a drive that's blocked. Frechette down low. Tied up with Simon. Puck around the board. Sprinting over is Perot. Firing it towards the net behind the cage. Stapleton grabs the bouncing puck. Angles it off the glass. Back down the ice. And no icing here. And they wave it off at the last second. There was no call officially. Then the arm went up and then it went right back down. 9:56 to go in the third. Even strength, Seahawks leading 3-2. Trying to hang on here in their final home game of the season. And trying to get a big win in conference play to try and secure their playoff position. Rebecca Hastings spins it across the ice. Taylor Chisholm will send it around the boards. Hastings now into the corner, in behind the net. Taken by Hamilton of UNE. Chisholm couldn't control it along the far side. Nor'easters dump it in deep. Paulskill, now Fantasia with 9:10 to go. Flips it in the air down the ice, and this will most definitely be icing against Salve Regina. With 9:04 to go in the third period. Offensive zone draw, won by the Seahawks. Flipped out to center, and it will get away from Elizabeth Walsh. Has to track it all the way back down in her own zone. Out to the blue line. Able to get around Anderson. Wide of Sheehan. Corrals it off the boards. Trying to center it back to Scott. Knocked away there. Floated out to Angela Augusta, who got the scoring started here tonight. Bouncing puck out through center. Carried over the line by Pearson. Pearson's wrist shot is blocked high and over the net. And into the corner. Nadeau able to get it away to Sheehan. 2-on-1 break for the Nor'easters. Shot! Save O'Connell! It goes in! Cognelli able to get it off of O'Connell. And that one just fluttered in, and we're tied.
Yeah, Nor'easters with a great breakout. Good pass through the neutral zone. And just one more pass in the slot. As the shot looked like it deflected off the glove of O'Connell. But UNE ties it up here at 3 apiece with 8:17 remaining in the third period.
5th of the season for Cognelli. And we start again. 8:13 to play in the third period. Balcom over the line left side. Puck finds space out to center. Dunn trying to move it down the boards. No icing, says the official right. Puck back out to center ice. Simon has it taken away by Shannon Nadeau. Carrying it right side now. Dancing, trying to center it for Mitchell, and her shot blocked into the air. Carried out to center now by Fantasia. Fantasia around Hamilton. Her shot off the pipe. Fantasia battling near side, and it's moved to Drinkwater. Back to Jeetle, who was able to get it around Dunn. Maddie McCann comes to grab the loose puck for Salve, moving it up the boards. Lexi Anderson tied up. It comes back to Fantasia, and she hands off to Maddie McCann. Was able to fire it in deep to the Nor'easter zone with 6:48 to play in the third. Hastings nearly had the steal. 3 Seahawks converge, able to fire it back in deep, making Perot dance with it. Puck sent out in front, score! Hastings just centered it. I think it went off Lexi Anderson's skate, and the Seahawks, just like that, retake the lead.
Well, that play happened so fast, I don't know what happened, Andrew, but that's not the first time we saw something like that happen for the Seahawks. Just work the puck behind the net and just throw it towards the slot. And they work it around. I think they go tic-tac-toe from post to post and just work it around the pads of Benjamin to take the lead.
Four to 3 with 6:33 to go. Lexi Anderson to Susie Pearson at the point, and she's muscled back out to center. That's a good job by you, just shoving Pearson, who had the puck right at the blue line, back into neutral ice.
Yeah, Chisholm couldn't quite get back on that offsides. And I think Salve got caught skating with their heads down a little bit as they didn't realize Chisholm wasn't all tagged up yet.
Augusta around the boards. Puck again sent towards the goal from the end boards. That time off the near post. Here comes Alex Mitchell sprinting up the ice. She's knocked down. Paul Skill rips the puck away from her, and now will carry it up the far side. Trying to get it away to Angela Augusta. Nadeau with space at the blue line, lets her drive go, and it's saved by O'Connell. Paul Skill. Up the far side boards, can't clear it. Cognelli Looking to spin on Michaela Anderson. Drops it into the corner. Mitchell and Paulskill collide. And now Pearson with the puck. Up to center. Fired off of Prezioso. Taken out by Paulskill on the far side. She chips it off the glass. Back to the nor'easter zone. No icing. As Jenna Pitch. It's run into by Prezioso. In deep. Prezioso along the near boards. Up top to Carrera. Carrera plays it to herself. Top of the right wing circle with a wrist shot. Save made by Benjamin. Rebound behind the net. Fantasia gets it away to McCann. Trying to center it in front. Puck still caught in the skates of Pitch. Now Prezioso and Perot battle on the far side, and it comes free to Jeetle, who outlets Drinkwater. Sprinting up the left side. Her wrist shot off of O'Connell. Loose in the slot and swatted out to the wing. And it will dribble back to center ice. 4:25 to go. Fantasia along the near side, able to drop it back off to Michaela Simon. Simon trying to angle it off the glass to Lexi Anderson. Puck finds its way to the nor'easter zone. Sheehan clears it out to center, and now Yu has a chance to track it down. Yu right side trying to get around the shot. She scores! Kira Yu from the right side. Just one little fake, and then she snapped it on the goal. And with 4:04 to go, we're tied at 4.
Yeah, Seahawks trying to change defensive pairs there as Dunn had to hustle from the bench to the far boards, unable to get there as Yu beats her there. And she sends it into the back of the net for her second goal of the night.
My, oh my, what a game we've had here tonight. Jesse Scott plays it in deep. Pearson gets it to Taylor Chisholm. Cross ice, Nadeau deflected it for a moment. It comes back to the nor'easter zone. Nadeau able to keep it away from Hastings. And O'Connell is going to freeze this one with 3:33 to go in regulation.
Yeah, what a game we've had so far. Things started really picking up in the second period when we were just going north to south, one end of the ice to the other. And now in the third period, we're doing it on the scoreboard, back and forth.
Offensive zone draw for UNE. Up to the point. Perot able to keep it alive at the blue line. Touches it down into the corner. Chasing after it is Pearson and Michaela Anderson. 8th and 9th goals of the year for Kara Yu. One on the power play and one on even strength that ties the game here at 4. No icing as the Seahawks chase the puck down the ice. Angela Augusta, another off-angle shot. That one blocked off the side of the cage. We've seen a lot of crazy bounces here tonight. Crignelli knocked down as it flips high into the air. Clock stops with 2:54 to play in the third. Nor'easters will change up their lines, and so too do the Seahawks. Taylor Chisholm to take the draw against Megan Hamilton. Offensive zone draw here for UNE. One to the boards, controlled by Salve. Fired around the glass, up to the blue line, floated out. Taylor Chisholm now onside. Trying to chase it down, has to put on the brakes, sends it into the slot, deflected off a nor'easter. Simon at the point left side. Fans on the drive. It comes to Chisholm and Simon. Both of them corral it. Chisholm now sprinting up top. Her drive saved by Benjamin.
Yeah, Chisholm recognized the traffic at the high slot. And she just sends it towards the net, but Benjamin's able to look it in all the way and hold on.
2.5 to play in regulation. The tie score is 4. Face-off won by the Seahawks. Pearson hands off to Carrera. Lifted down the boards into the right wing corner. McCann battling with Yu. Yu trying to spin back to the outside. McCann doing a good job harassing her. Able to get it away to Carrera. Her drive right into the slot and off of pitch. Scott now grabs it, flips it forward, trying to connect with Sheehan. and Sheehan's able to win the race to it to cancel off icing. Taken back by the Seahawks. Here comes Baucom with space over the line right side. Tees up a drive. That's blocked off of Tolzman. Floating towards the net and covered up by Benjamin. 1:58 to go in regulation. Chisholm on the offensive zone draw, wins it. And Pearson couldn't control it at the left point. Has to backtrack with it now. Gets it away to Hastings. Carries it over the line left side. Lost it to Nadeau. Chisholm deflected a pass. Pearson again right side. Into the slot. Trying to get it to Chisholm. Tracks it down in the right wing corner again. Off angle. Sends it towards the goal. Out in front. And it's covered up by Benjamin. And then lots of pushing and shoving after the whistle.
Well, the Seahawks have been doing what they have been doing all night, and that's just keeping the puck in the zone by any means possible, cutting off the passing lanes or forechecking. They've been able to really trap the puck in the UNE zone for quite some time now.
Chisholm and U on the draw. One by Chisholm. Back to Hastings. Fantasia at the point. Her shot blocked. Deflected into the left wing corner. Pearson jumping in to grab it. Centers it towards the goal. Another crazy hop. It goes in behind the cage now. Pearson pinned to the boards. Tried to center one again. And it deflects out to center now. A 2-on-1 for the Nor'easters. Scott tied up with Fantasia. And now the Seahawks will look to counter back the other way. Here comes Fantasia with speed. Fantasia over the line. And the Seahawks, I think, thought they were offsides. I'm not sure if we heard an offsides call. Fantasia just backtracked. Now it's taken by UNE. Pitch up the left side. Turns it over to Baucom. Final minute, third period. Game tied at 4. Fantasia skips one around the boards. In behind the net. Pitch for UNE. Trying to move it up and connects with Drinkwater. Drinkwater through center. Collides with 3 Seahawks. Tolzman will try once again. Anderson and McCann collide there. Chisholm actually make this Baucom along the near side. Now Tolzman. Lexi Anderson sends it on the goal. Stick to side by Benjamin. 18 seconds to go in regulation. Nor'easters with the puck, pinning it in their own zone. Chisholm behind the net with 11 seconds. Sends it out in front. Top of the slot. No one can get to it. Here comes Sheehan with 7 seconds. Sheehan trying to sprint up the ice. Deflected by Simon with 4 seconds. One-timer from the wing. Saved by O'Connell. And we're headed to overtime.
"60 minutes, not enough to decide it between these two teams. And a close game throughout the whole 60 minutes. It's going to need 5 more.
You can see both sides coming to the bench here are completely gassed. The effort expended by the Nor'easters to claw their way back into this game. They trailed 1-0. They tied it. They trailed 3-1. They tied the game at 3. Salve retook the lead. Kira Yu with her second goal of the night knots things up at 4. And as you said, Ryan, it's going to take a little something extra here tonight, but what more could you ask for? Final home game of the season for Salve, final home game of their careers for Taylor Chisholm, Angela Augusta, and Jennifer O'Connell. I'm sure no matter the outcome, win or loss, O'Connell's going to wish she did more, allowing the 4 goals. She's going to be hard on herself, but all 3 of them have performed excellently here tonight. Augusta and Chisholm both getting goals on senior night. And to have a chance to win a game and send the fans home happy, especially potentially in an overtime and in a thrilling fashion, couldn't ask for much more than that.
Yeah, you know, they battled all year, and really the final home game for these seniors, what better way to end this in overtime with the suspense. I think that's the way you want to go out, and hopefully it is with a W, but they're going to have to fight for it within this next 5 minutes here, because UNE wants it just as bad. They battled back from a 3-1 deficit, knotted it up at 4s, and getting ready to come out.
For UNE, we talked about it earlier. They haven't come back to win a game this season when trailing after the first or second period. So they're trying to get their first comeback victory of the season here tonight. And we'll see how much energy both of these teams have and what kind of overtime we get. The second and third periods were back and forth.
Well, if it's anything like the second period where we're going up and down the ice, you better hold on.
Both benches fired up. Extra hockey here at St. George's here tonight in this Colonial Hockey Conference matchup. Overtime is underway. Salve and UNE tied at 4. Next goal wins this game. Puck trapped at the blue line. Poked back to Fantasia. 4:34 to go in overtime. Lexi Anderson tied up along the near side boards. Kira Yu comes free with the puck, snaps it towards the goal. It's blocked. She's able to follow it up and tap it towards the net. Picked off by Taylor Chisholm, though, who's off to the races. Chisholm taking it wide right side. Chisholm with an angle and a shot that goes wide. Puck back out to center. Grabbed by Rebecca Hastings. She'll carry right side and send it around the boards. Nadeau behind the net. Challenged by Baucom. Bella Crugnelli over the blue line left side, and it's poked away by Pearson. And now Baucom once again will send it in deep. Tolzman can't get away. Angela Augusta, who got the scoring started here tonight with her first of the season. Can't move it up top to the point. Taken by Drinkwater. Breaking back the other way. Flips it in the air. Bouncing puck will go behind the net. Quickly back up to Augusta. Will snap it in deep with 3.5 to play in overtime. Pitch behind the net for UNE. Right wing corner. Harassed from behind. Lost the puck. Taken by Perot. Indirect off the boards out to center. Scott able to swat it forward, and here comes Sheehan. Trying to duck the shoulder right hand side. Sheehan with a shot. Saved by O'Connell. Rebound went right through the blue paint and out to the left side. Taken back by Pearson. Now Fantasia walking her way through center with an angle left side. Fantasia with a shot off the glove of Benjamin. Maddie McCann recovers it in the corner, straight away up top to the point. Touched back down low. McCann along the far side boards with 2:54 to go in OT. Peeled off the boards by Sheehan now, and she will just send it in behind O'Connell. It takes a bounce off the M boards. Carrera will grab it with space ahead. Back up to Fantasia. Lexi Anderson turning through center with 2.5 to play. Softly plays it down the left side. Taken back by Tolzman for the Nor'easters. Look to clear the zone. Tolzman will have to try once again. Moves it around into Perot's corner. 2:24 to play in OT. Chisholm picks it off at center. Lost it for a moment, and it's taken back by Bella Crugnelli. Down the middle, she has it knocked free. Dunn able to keep it away from Drinkwater, and then it's turned over and sent back in deep by Drinkwater. Simon in the corner, plays it around the boards. 2 minutes to go in overtime. Hastings up the right side, denied at the blue line. Chisholm trying to send it in deep. Touched forward by Scott, bouncing puck in on the net, and O'Connell will freeze it with 1:51 to go in the extra frame.
Yeah, Seahawks have been doing a good job controlling the puck in this overtime period. A lot of good passing through the neutral zone to gain the zone, and Taylor Chisholm had an opportunity early on in the overtime, and you could feel everybody holding their breath in this building when she took that shot on net.
Offensive zone draw for the Nor'easters. It was won by UNE. And then Baucom was able to jump in and try and knife it back out to center. We get a whistle, though. And then a face-off is going to come out. Is going to come back into the Seahawks zone. Maddie McCann and and McCann wins it back to Pearson. Pearson around the boards, far side. 99 seconds to go in overtime. Yu and Anderson tied up in the corner. Pearson trying to keep it away from Scott, who scored the first goal of the game for UNE. Puck taken by Michaela Anderson. 1:22 to play in OT. Seahawks trying to break the forecheck here of the Nor'easters. Anderson spinning in her own zone. Back to Pearson behind the net. Pearson walks it forward. Able to get it away to Fantasia. Fantasia chips it off the boards in deep and then wins the race to cancel off icing. Taken by Drinkwater. Deflects off a skate out to center. 59 seconds to go in overtime. Here comes Krugnali gaining the blue line left side. Trying to get around Pearson. Her shot is blocked. Fantasia deflects a pass. Pearson can't get to it. Able to block a shot though. And then this one flipped in the air and out of play. Great grit there from the Brit. Able to get down and block a shot at the blue line. Yu and Chisholm on the draw, and I think we're going to get a timeout called here by the Seahawks.
I think it's coming from UNE.
We'll see which way. Yeah, it will be called by David Venditti. We'll keep it here. 43.2 seconds to go. The next goal would win this game. Well, these two teams would have battled to a tie, which the Seahawks right now will take any points they can get to try and improve their playoff position. But would love to get a win here tonight on Senior Day. This one, Ryan, has been a wild game from the get-go.
Yeah, it's been back and forth, and I mean the Seahawks were able to take a 3-1 lead, a 2-goal lead in the second period, but you got to give credit to UNE. They battled back, evened things up, and it's really just been a back and forth game. Very fun to watch.
Nor'easters getting their final instructions from the bench. Face-off will be in neutral ice. Right side, just outside of the Seahawks zone. They're going to have Jesse Scott take the draw against Taylor Chisholm. And the Nor'easters win it. Nadeau, back to Yu. Yu trying to turn the corner right side. Has a shot towards the net. That's blocked. In the left wing corner, Carrera grabs it. Scott takes it off the board, sends it towards the net. Loose and grabbed by Lexi Anderson. Fires it out towards center, and it's picked off by Scott. Scott down the right side. Scott off to the side of the net with a backhand, and she scores with 20 seconds to go in overtime. Scott with her second of the game, and she's the hero for UNE.
Yeah, Scott's able just to get the puck down low on the backhand. She flips it towards the net. It hits off of O'Connell and in the back of the net. And a tough one for the Seahawks here on Senior Night.
With just 20 seconds left, it's Scott who gets it to go. And a bitter pill for the Seahawks to swallow, but what a game. What a game we had here tonight. Teams with a great show of sportsmanship at center ice. This one was a battle. UNE gets their first comeback win of the year. They do it in style. 2 goals from Kira Yu, 2 goals from Jesse Scott. 2 sophomores getting it done for UNE. They improved to 15-6-1, 5-3-1 in the CHC, trying to catch up to Endicott and Nichols atop the standings. Meanwhile, for Salve, they fall to 5-17-2, 2-8-1 in conference play. These two teams will meet again tomorrow night. Seahawks will have to make the long trek up to Biddeford to wrap up the regular season. They will play at 4 o'clock up in the Nor'easters barn. And the Seahawks, as we said, still in control of their own destiny, trying to secure a playoff spot. They have a game lead on Becker coming into tonight, but the Hawks get to play 4 games tonight and then 3 more to try and pass the Seahawks. So Seahawks, if they're not able to win tomorrow, will have to just sit and wait and hope. But final home game of the year for them. A disappointing finish, but an exciting game we had. Ryan, what's your final takeaway from here tonight?
Well, it's going to be a good game up in Biddeford tomorrow night. The way the Seahawks played, they played with heart, and UNE never gave up, as they did battle back for the first time this year to take a win. So both teams really fighting for it hard tonight, and UNE comes out victorious in overtime.
I'd like to thank our entire staff and production crew. Our producer tonight has been Jenna Hodgkinson. I'd like to also thank Chris Ryan for providing live statistics throughout tonight's broadcast. Hope you enjoyed this one, folks. Once again, your final: UNE 5, Salve Regina 4 in overtime. For Ryan Costa, I am Andy Pizzelli. Have a good night, everyone.